This season, NASCAR has some really shocking news in its bag to spill. It's the kind of jaw-dropping twist that's got everyone in the racing community talking. Gibbs Racing has made a sudden and surprising driver change in the Xfinity Series. Some folks out there are whispering that money might not be the only thing that's changed hands. So, is there more to this switch than meets the eye? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the intriguing drama and the questions that have fans buzzing. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. When Kyle Busch waved goodbye to Gibbs Racing not too long ago, it left fans playing a guessing game. Everyone was curious to know, was it Joe Gibbs, Mars Inc., or did Kyle Busch make the call himself? Needless to say, over its 3-decade journey in the world of NASCAR, Gibbs Racing has had its fair share of controversies. But now, as we gear up for the round of 8 race at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, things seem pretty stable for Gibbs Racing in the Cup Series. However, over in the Xfinity Series, JGR just pulled off a surprising move, renaming its entry for the number 18 Toyota Supra in the Contender Boats 250. This change has sent shockwaves through the racing community, and some folks can't help but wonder if Coach Gibbs had something up his sleeve with these sudden tactics. So, what's actually going on that we don't know? Everything appears to be unclear, and no one knows what's going on behind the scenes at Gibbs Racing. It's extremely likely that this has something to do with money. And as our fans keep a tight eye on teams to know everything about it, this seems to be the possible truth. When the news emerged, some fans claimed that Gibbs Racing's quick driver change in the Xfinity Series was due to the other driver bringing money to the table. Everything about this driver change has to do with a bribe. One fan had a pretty straightforward response by dropping an emoji of Vince McMahon counting cash. Guess what that means? Then someone wrote, "Graf bringing big bucks." However, there were people who felt like Graf was a better option than Trevor Bayne or Snider. On that note, a user wrote, "Better than Bayne and Snider." In fact, a user put it this way, saying, "Matt Snider is incorrect, but Graf Jr. is correct." At the start of this year, Gibbs Racing had locked in Matt Snider for a thrilling 6-race stint behind the wheel of their number 19 Toyota. The tracks on his schedule included Daytona, Portland, Charlotte, Las Vegas, Martinsville, and the season finale at Phoenix Raceway. For the 28-year-old speedster, it was a dream come true. In a tweet to kick off the season, he couldn't hide his excitement, exclaiming, "So excited to be back at Gibbs Racing. And I get to run some of my favorite tracks, all with @Treetop Inc. on the car. 23 is shaping up to be a great year." But recently, Gibbs Racing dropped a bombshell. Graf Jr. would be taking the wheel of the number 19 Toyota at the upcoming race in Homestead-Miami Speedway. Fans were left scratching their heads. After all, Snider boasts 3 full seasons of NASCAR Xfinity Series experience, starting his journey in 2020. What's even more puzzling is that Snider had secured his first Xfinity race victory at Homestead-Miami in 2021 while driving for Richard Childress Racing. In stark contrast, Graf Jr. hasn't tasted victory on the 1.5-mile track. So why did Joe Gibbs opt for Joe Graf over Matt Snider? Even Legacy Motor Club driver Erik Jones found himself in the dark about this decision, and fans couldn't help but speculate on the reasons behind choosing Graf Jr. over Matt Snider. As Erik Jones found himself puzzled by Gibbs Racing's choice, fans weren't shy about pointing out the obvious reason. When Erik Jones stumbled upon a tweet from NASCAR journalist Austin Konensky, he said, "Graf Jr. will drive the number 19 car for Gibbs Racing in this weekend's NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Matt Snider was previously listed in the number 19 entry. Graf was not scheduled for Homestead in his initial schedule release." He couldn't fathom why Joe Gibbs would prefer Graf over Snider. At a loss for words, Jones commented, "Wonder what's going on." It seems that the fans believe that Gibbs Racing's decision might be financially motivated. Matt Snider may have had an Xfinity win at Homestead-Miami Speedway, but Graf Jr.'s appeal could be connected to sponsorship or funding that Snider couldn't bring to the team. In racing, as in many things, money talks, and it can influence team decisions, even when performance history suggests otherwise. What are your thoughts on this sudden move of NASCAR? Tell us in the comments below. Talking about other changes in NASCAR, Carson Hocevar has been gearing up to round out the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season for Legacy Motor Club. However, things took an unexpected twist for the upcoming Homestead-Miami Speedway race. Initially, Hocevar had taken the wheel of the number 42 Chevrolet for Legacy Motor Club in the first 5 races of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Then, Mike Rockenfeller made a comeback for the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval race, but there was another twist in the tale. Recently, Legacy Motor Club confirmed an intriguing change for the Homestead-Miami Speedway race. While Hocevar made a return for the race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the team had a surprise in store for Homestead. John Hunter Nemechek, already locked in as the full-time driver of the number 42 car for the next year, when Legacy Motor Club switches from Chevrolet to Toyota, is all set to take the wheel for the 267-lap Dixie Vodka 400 at the 1.5-mile Homestead, Florida Oval. This move may raise a few eyebrows because Legacy Motor Club is still firmly in the Chevrolet camp, and Nemechek is currently chasing an Xfinity Series championship with Gibbs Racing and Toyota. But it seems that all parties involved decided to collaborate for this one race, giving Legacy Motor Club a sneak peek into what lies ahead at the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. Change is in the air, and Homestead-Miami Speedway is about to witness an unexpected twist in the racing drama. But there's more to the changes other than Homestead-Miami Speedway. Yeah, we're talking about the upcoming NASCAR's 2024 season. Noah Gragson's journey with the number 42 Chevrolet took a sharp turn in August, when he was suspended and eventually released by Legacy Motor Club. The reason? He was caught liking an inappropriate meme on social media. His performance struggles throughout his rookie season had already put him on the hot seat for 2024, making his departure seem inevitable. John Hunter Nemechek, on the other hand, has had a rather quiet run in the Cup Series since the end of the 2020 season. He decided to part ways with Front Row Motorsports to rejoin Toyota, venturing into the Truck Series with Kyle Busch Motorsports for the 2021 and 2022 seasons. He was later promoted to Gibbs Racing's Xfinity Series team. In a quirky twist of fate, Nemechek made a lone Cup Series start last year at Homestead, filling in for the suspended Bubba Wallace at 2311 Racing. Carson Hocevar, who has notched up 4 top 20 finishes in 6 starts with Legacy Motor Club, twice as many as Gragson managed in 21 races, is set to continue steering the number 42 Chevrolet in the series' final 2 races at Martinsville Speedway and Phoenix Raceway. The NASCAR action is heating up as the round of 8 is in full swing, and this weekend all 3 national series are headed to the iconic Homestead-Miami Speedway. This 1.5-mile South Florida Oval has been a long-standing part of NASCAR's postseason, serving as the championship-deciding race venue from 2004 to 2019. After a brief hiatus, it's back in the playoffs, and in 2022, the track is set to host the NASCAR Cup Series, or NCS, and the NASCAR Xfinity Series, or NXS, for the second race of the Round of 8. Meanwhile, it will play a pivotal role in the Round of 8 elimination race for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, or NCTS. Talking about the lead, Kyle Larson and Team Chevy just stamped his ticket to the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series Championship 4 with a dazzling display of skill at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He dominated the race, leading an impressive 133 laps and even sweeping all the stage wins, ultimately securing his 4th victory of the season. As one of the only 2 former series champions still in the title race, this 31-year-old California native is making a strong bid to become a repeat champion in NASCAR's top-tier series. This marks his 2nd appearance in the Championship 4 during his 3-year stint with Hendrick Motorsports, and it's a reminder of the glory he achieved in 2021, when he clinched his first championship title with an incredible win in the Round of 8 opener. So buckle up, fans. Homestead-Miami Speedway is about to witness some high-octane NASCAR action this weekend. That's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.